And going on to a game that had a huge launch, but now I think is kind of hitting a bit of negative PR, Fall Guys. So it launched with 1.5 million players on launch. And, we were talking about scaling issues around the analog pocket. It's the same with software and gaming. It seems like they did not at all anticipate this game to be played by this many people. And it is really causing issues with this game.
I see. I don't see that much negativity about this game. Obviously, the issues are well documented and out there, but I think it's being overshadowed by the fact that there's so many content creators and streamers playing this game that it's creating an air of, hey, this is like everyone should get into this, and obviously they're still dealing with these issues, but I think it's being overshadowed. So I don't think we'll see this have a long-term effect on the popularity of the game.
Yeah, and I hope not. And I think they've responded very, very quickly. And I think the other good thing that they've done is they've been pretty open about it and sort of, taking it. And I would follow the same approach as them. What they actually did is they sort of said, we're locking it down from new players. So if you've already registered to play Fall Guys, you can still play that, but you can't sort of register a new account on the servers for a period of time. And I think like that's a really like fair way to do it. So then, kind of, you're like encouraging people who are actually playing the game and sort of, trying to get the experience right for them and then expanding it out. So it's already insanely popular. It's like one of the top 5 most played games on Steam already. In terms of live player counts.
It's pretty cool for me because our first episode of the podcast, we talked about Devolverland Expo and their...
Yeah.
And this was one of the games they I don't know if it was technically announced in that show, but it was shown there, and it's like, oh, that could be neat. And I think we even said at the time, hopefully it keeps a community. And then they had a really good strategy. They went out to the streamers and YouTubers, and then they did the big one, which is putting it free on PS Plus, which just like Rocket League means you're going to have a huge influx. So I wonder if the PS Plus thing was planned for a while, or if it was more like, oh no, this opportunity's come up, this is huge, and unfortunately they just didn't have the infrastructure to allow for it at that point. So it's kind of like,
and by the way,
it's a good problem to have. I think,
well, it can be if you can get on top of it. It can be if you get on top of it and you're responsive and you have the right leadership. So the exact same thing happened to Rocket League. Like they did it and they'd built everything and they sort of said, oh, this is how many people will get on it. And it was like 5 times more than their biggest, like, wildest dream that they could ever imagine. And, I've seen interviews with Psyonix and they sort of said like they pretty much worked like almost around the clock. Like they literally had people overnight working on stuff. Just to, I think they rewrote the server back end in a week to be able to accommodate like more people and, just the way that they actually distribute the players. And, like I think the thing that we both mentioned last time was just, it's good to see like a quote unquote battle royale game, but a different style rather than just, I can't even recall of the name of that battle royale game that looked a bit like Fortnite from either last week or the week prior, but this looks like a hell of a lot of fun.
Hyperscape?
Yeah, that's the one. Like, this is the kind of game that I would actually go, hey, do you want to go play this? Because it's like a bit of a new experience, and it just looks like a laugh. It looks really funny.
Oh yeah,
like
I've watched one of my favorite YouTubers to watch is Grand Pooh Bear. Like, I love watching Mario Maker stuff and Super Mario World X, and he's got a lot of funny videos up there, and it's the game looks absolutely awesome. So I know it's obviously... I don't think it's... Is it even available on Xbox? I don't think so.
No, I don't believe so. I think it's PC and PS4.
Yeah, if it was on Xbox, I probably would have tried it by now because it looks really, really fun.
Yeah, it looks like heaps of fun. And it'd be really cool if you could just have, like invite a community. Like if, someone like, Jim Sterling, if he was able to just go, hey, I want 100 people from my community to play in one sort of, game of it. Like that kind of stuff is really, really cool. I mean, it might already have that. I don't think it does, but it looks like a really cool game. I'm really looking forward to playing it actually.
Cool.